Morning, everyone. Day 91 of Roto 345. That's a 300-pound bench, 400-pound squat, 500-pound deadlift. Dennis Rodman day. Anyways, mixed emotions from today's lift. I feel like part of the problem was it's been a while since I've done cleans. I did like the little shakeout day on Sunday, but it still wasn't quite like one day doesn't make up for 4 weeks missed, right? And I wasn't necessarily the most proficient in it before I missed the 4 weeks. So it's almost, not completely, but it's almost like starting again from scratch. Which in some aspects it's okay, other aspects no. But yeah, I didn't quite like how they looked today. The bar was just getting way too far from my body. I was almost like deadlifting it, and then because I was strong enough, I was able to throw it up and get underneath it. But higher weights, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm pretty sure I'll include it in here. I tried to do it for 175, and then the third rep, I just bailed. So something to keep in mind. I think a good little cue and something that I've picked up on, at least with me specifically, is whenever I have a rep where like my shirt flies up, it's typically a good rep because I'm keeping the bar nice and close to my body. If my shirt's not flying up, the bar path is just not quite there, you know? You always hear a cue with the clean where it's almost like you want to be taking off your shirt. There we go. Another thing for me to note is the arm bend. I think I am bending because I'm trying to pull it with my upper body and not use the force in my legs. But then other ones, I don't think I'm quite doing it. I think I'm bending to get the bar closer to my body. So that's something I'm gonna have to play with. The arm bend, as Will Rattel and some other people I subscribed to have said, the arm bend, the purpose, it's not necessarily always bad. It's just the purpose of it is what makes it bad. And if I'm trying to pull the bar up and that's why I'm bending, don't want to do that. But yeah, just something to keep in mind going forward. I have a optional rest day on Sunday where it's just like I might do a couple sprints, some cardio, and then that's it. I might end up coming to the gym just to work on the clean technique, because that's something I want to get good at, you know? And I've also heard the argument, now to get a little bit more positive, that was a little bit of a negative talk, to get a little bit more positive, I've heard the argument that Olympic lifts are good because even a failed rep is a good stimulus on the body because you're trying to achieve that triple extension, or not trying. It would be trying because you're not always achieving it, but you're I don't want to butcher how the guy said it because he articulated it pretty well. But essentially it's like you're still putting your body through that movement. Even if you don't complete the movement, there's still some, I think I already said it, there's still some stimulus, you know? So that's one positive to take away. A second positive, although I wasn't super happy with the technique today, I was happy with not catching it too far in front of me. I think I was doing a good job of staying off, staying on my heels, because if you watch like my cleans from a while ago, you'll notice that when I'm catching the bar, I'll catch it out in front, my knees will go forward, and my heels will come off the ground. But today, on some of the reps, especially on some of the warm-up ones, you'll see my heels stay pretty planted. So that's definitely a big positive that I'm going to take away from today, because that's been something that I've been wanting to work on for a while now. So, and I was focusing on it a little bit today. So, again, that's a positive. I'm obviously not going to become a freaking Olympian in one day. So I got to take these small wins every day, you know? Now, after the Olympic lifts, we got the bench. For the bench, I felt like an absolute animal today. I think I did like 33. Yeah, I think I did 33 reps in the allotted density set time with 190, and that's like 75% of my 1 rep max. So we're definitely shooting up the weight next week for that density set. But yeah, like didn't feel the wrist today on the bench, and didn't feel that left elbow from when I had mentioned it on the PR day. So feeling strong with that. My PR might even be more than what I have like recorded, you know? Just like I said, I know I could do more. I know I probably could have done more. And I'm feeling that strength coming back with chest. So not too much to comment there. Definitely pleased with that. And then front squat, it was a little tricky because I was trying to figure out because getting my hand in that front rack position, that was putting a lot of stress on my wrist, and I kind of just grinded it out. And it was almost like I was too focused on this to really concentrate and think like, okay, would my legs have had more reps in the tank kind of thing? I still hit the prescribed like rep and set count, but it's just something to keep in mind. I have incorporated and am going to continue to incorporate a little bit more mobility, both for my lats so I could get a better front rack, and for my my hips, just for kind of movement sake, and my low back. My low back's been something that's been bugging me for a bit. It doesn't hurt, it just gets really stiff and locks up sometimes. So yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is the problem with the front rack is it's gonna go away with time and with practice. So I'm not too worried about that. And then my favorite, the Nordic curls. We slammed the Nordics with a 35. 35 for 5. I think I want to adjust the GHD machine to make it a little bit more challenging. I noticed that when I go down, my knees go down on the pad just a little bit as well. I'd like to have it so my knees don't move and I'm like in a locked position, because when I'm in that locked position, then it's like full tension on the hamstrings when I'm going down. It makes it a lot more challenging. I'd probably have to go down not considerably, but probably go back down to 25 or 10 when I'm at that full Nordic, you know? I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and I'm trying my best not to cheat. I'm trying to challenge myself on it. But sometimes we cheat reps and we don't even know we're doing it. It's just like little details that we have to be aware of, you know? And that's, again, I've commented on this multiple times. That's the beauty of recording my sessions. And I would encourage you guys to do the same. You could look at the footage and kind of break down what you could do better, what you did good, and just try to replicate that, you know? And that stuff applies to everything. It's just a matter of, 1, being disciplined, and 2, just doing your homework, you know? Anyways, I'm in a bit of a rush. I got a white Monster. It's not for me. But, so no more crazy yaps today. I think I've already been yapping for 10 minutes. So I think I'm just going to wrap it up with the video right there. So thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, any video ideas, anything. I'm more than, or critique on, or suggestions for my lifts. I'm more than happy to read all of those comments, you know, and I'll respond to all of you guys. What was the last note I was going to make? I don't remember. Wait, I'm going to think about it for a second because I want to remember what I was going to say. I don't remember. Make sure also go check out my Instagram, Julian Pierce Training. The shorts are all the same, but if you like the short on Instagram, like the reel. Sorry, fuck. If you like the short on YouTube, why don't you just like the reel on Instagram too? Double the support, and I'll give you guys double the effort. Sounds like a good deal to me. Anyways, thank you guys again. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.